We're recording. Happy Monday, you guys. It is Momentum Monday. I am so excited to be here with you because we are kicking off a new challenge. Super excited to be on this call and you guys, the energy in this tribe right now and the focus and the drive from everybody is it's so empowering. So first off, give a huge kudos to all of you guys because you've created this momentum, this energy, this force, this drive, and it's rippling, and you can feel the change and you can feel a shift in the culture in our group and in our people that we connect with, right? People are noticing, they're connecting, people at work are noticing, our friends are noticing, our family's noticing. Alicia's not on right now. I know she's busting her way home right now. But she was just sharing with me at Fit Club how her dad, I think that's for me is one of the coolest stories that I always hear is when our parents start to go, okay, what are you doing? What's going on there? Can I help out? Can I get involved? I should probably start looking at my health too. So we've got a mom and daughter on this challenge. Give a shout out to Shanna Lee and Karen. They're doing it together. We've got coworkers that have lined up together. Sherry and Natasha, you guys have connected. Sherry has been waiting so long for this. She was so excited. I love it. So it's so there's such a change, right? So just take a moment, as Natalie told us on Friday, and smile. Smile. You can smile till your cheeks hurt. It's okay. I see you, Sarah. So it's really important, you guys. So a little bit about me. For those of you guys that don't know, my name is Juanita. I am one of the partners here at Nourish. My journey personally started 8 years ago, and I actually grew up a very heavy, we don't need them off. There we go. Very heavy 14-year-old. I was generally in a size 14, 16 for a majority of my life, and I was told I had baby-making hips. And for any mother out there, I don't care how big your hips are, child labor is not easy, no matter what they tell you. They're like, oh, don't worry, giving birth will be a breeze for you. Lies, all lies. So when I was about 25 years old, I personally found my coach. She was down in Las Vegas, of all places, playing roller derby together. And at that time, I was exercising 5 to 6 times a week and really just kind of struggling with, why am I not losing weight? Why am I still sitting at 190 pounds, 195 pounds, and losing the same 5 pounds back over and over again? And so when I really got focused and I tried something new, and I was consistent with it. That's the biggest thing, is the consistency. Everything works, you guys. Everything works if you're consistent with it. You have to play the long game. You got to play the long game. So huge shout out to you guys that are in this for the long game, that are stepping up and you're like, you know what, win or lose, I'm finishing this. Because that's what matters. That's what really matters, is the consistency and the commitment to yourself and making healthy choices consistently over time. So 8 years later, still loving it, still sitting a size 8, down about 8 pant sizes, maintained it. I've got a baby. I've got a full-time job. We got all the things going on. Trust me, if you saw my calendar some days. And you know what? There's no excuses with it. We just continually are just present with ourselves and willing to grow. And I'm always personally trying my very best to stay in a learning mindset. So I'm going to talk about that today with our winning mindset as we start off this challenge. So you guys ready to kickstart into some details? Yeah? This is our Zoom clap or our thumbs up. So as much as we can participate on here, we're going to talk about participation and how it's a game changer for you as you go through this 6 weeks. So I'd like to welcome everybody. If you guys, some of you have posted from where you're from. So we have Winnipeg, we got Saskatchewan on this call, we got Edmonton on this call, we got a whole bunch of Morinville on this call. And you guys, I'd like you to post in our chat one accomplishment that you're proud of from 2019. So something you've already done this year. What is something that you're proud of in 2019 that you've already accomplished? So while you guys do that, I'm going to go over some of the details. So here's some of the details for those of you that want to refresh, or this is your first challenge. Basically, it's 6 weeks. It's all in for 6 weeks. What we're going to do is the challenge will run through our Fit Champs page. Every day from Monday to Friday, there is a little daily post. So our daily post will include a little mindset video, right? So this morning we had one. I think it was just get started, just get it done. Can't remember. I watched it. I always watch them before I post them to you guys. So I'm like, hoorah! So and then a daily log. So it's got a little challenge in there and a daily log. To finish the challenge, hi Heather, hi Alicia, hi Trisha, I see you guys joining. So to finish the challenge, you need to complete 75% of these logs. Just so you guys know, the call is being recorded. So those of you that are watching the recording, give you a shout out. Please comment in the, please post in the comments of the video how many of the logs you need to finish. That's your accountability tag right there. So 75% of the logs need to be finished. So if you miss a couple, no problem. But you need to make sure you finish 75% of them, and that gets you those awesome shirts. So to finish the challenge, we have to do our daily log, and we have to make sure our photos are submitted before, and we're getting rid of those terms. We submit photos at the beginning of the challenge, and we submit photos at the end. Okay, so that is how you finish, and it qualifies you for a t-shirt. Deal, everyone got that? So we know what we're accountable, we know what we're in for. Photos, so front, side, and back. Please make sure you got good lighting. Okay, so you want really good lighting, and while we all might not want to take these photos right now, it's important that you do wear clothes that will give you the photos so that you can see the work that you're doing, right? If we stick on a nice big Christmas sweater at the beginning and a nice big Christmas sweater at the end, all you can see is a really nice big Christmas sweater, not your hard work and your effort that's put into it. So get a little uncomfortable. It's okay. It's totally okay to get uncomfortable, but get a little uncomfortable and take some photos that are going to hold you accountable to making change in your life. So those are sent in, those photos are taken, and they're sent in to nourishmourneville@gmail.com. So it is your responsibility to send those photos in, and you just want to put in the, if you've already sent them in, no problem, but if you, and just put resolution renew in the subject line, that way it gets filed away so that you have that. Daily posts and food. So as you guys know, one thing we all love to do is post our food. Why do we post our food? Because it keeps us accountable. It shows portion sizes. It makes us, we're playing the game. We're interacting with people. We're getting ideas. So the big thing that I want you guys to know is when you're posting your food, the best thing you can do is post all of your food together. So make one post. If you want to do that in the mornings, if you want to do that in the afternoons, but make one kind of group post, because me as a coach or someone that's going through helping review your days, then I can see what you ate as one group. Okay, so while I love seeing all the breakfast shake selfies in the morning and all of your faces, please keep doing that. You can absolutely post a good morning selfie, whether it's your sweaty selfie, but your food posts, if you can put it all in together in one post, then it's kind of like your food log. So then you're posting it, and as I review, I see everything you've eaten for the day. So then we know if there's little adjustments to be made. Because if it's individual posts, it can be hard to kind of see the big picture. Does that make sense? Yes, I got some nodding heads. Perfect. So please keep posting your food. This isn't a deterrent for the page to go quiet. We all know the page is the most powerful part of this because it's where we get to play the game, right? It's where we get to interact. It's where we get to make those decisions of being involved. But we want to make sure if we post that food together, it just helps the coaches review through there to give you guys a little bit extra support in a more streamlined fashion. So speaking of that, be a player. Who wants to be on the court this 6 weeks? You want to play on the court, right? So a lot of the mindset, there's sitting in the stands and watching the game play, or there's being on the court, being in the game and playing. So who wants to be in the court this 6 weeks? Who wants to be a part of it? Who wants to see their name go up on that wall, right? I played this game. I played all the way to that last buzzer, right? For anyone that did abs with us today, I did not quit. I went all the way to that final sit up in that song, right? Be a player. Be on the court. What does it mean to be on the court? Filling out your logs. It means taking on some of the extra challenges. It means posting some comments and giving some feedback to some other people. Right? The reason that we love what we get from the group is because as a community and as a tribe, we all create that culture. And we create that culture by each of us being players, each of us taking responsibility of who we're going to be in this challenge and who we get to grow into. Okay, so as you're going through and you're on there, just share recipes. Right? If you post something, if you find something new, share the recipe. Get your shakes on there if you're liking your flavors. If there's something new that you find, or heck, I've even seen you guys posting chicken like sales, right? Go to No Frills, right? All of us mamas know it's protein's on sale. Feed the men, right? We've all been there. Okay, so the big thing is you guys is being a player. So being a player, getting on the calls, being on our Monday night calls, putting video on, sharing in the chat. You know, when we ask about goals, being a little uncomfortable once in a while and sharing your goal. Get in the game. Get in your game. I'm looking at every single one of you guys on this Zoom right now, and I want you to get in your game. I want you to be in charge of how the game is played in your life. And that comes with stepping into it. And we are such a great, like the safety in this group and the freedom to just really authentically be who you are. It's so powerful. So join it. Okay. I'm making a call out to every single one of you guys. This next 6 weeks, play the game, play full out, be in there every day, take it on as much as you can, being willing to grow. And with that, that means that we have a success focused mindset. So if we're having struggles, because guess what, they come. They absolutely come. We talked about this in the last challenge, our commitment versus motivation. There's days that motivation kind of runs out a little bit, and that's where that commitment steps in. Okay, so we really want to make sure we stay focused on that commitment. I'm committed to myself. Why? Right? We're going to talk about goals this week. So we're going to ask some of the why goals that are going to come out, but I'm committed. I'm not quitting on me. I'm not quitting on my accountability partners. I'm not quitting on this challenge. I'm committed. I'm going to beat the motivation. I'm going to grow through it. And when I speak about a success-minded focus, it's if you're having a struggle, bring it to the group. Absolutely bring it to the group. But bring it to the group with a mindset of I'm going to take action steps from this and I'm going to put them into action. That I'm going to come to the group and I'm going to reach out for support and I'm going to acknowledge and I'm going to be authentic and I'm going to be vulnerable and I'm going to be exactly who I am because someone else is going through the exact same thing. And I'm going to be courageous and brave to support them so I can support myself. But in that, you're coming with a mindset of I'm not here to dump my stuff on people because life is hard. I'm coming here to share with people so that we can get through this, so that I can overcome, so that I can find a new routine, so that I can find a new strength, so I can figure out a different way to work this muscle and build it stronger. Our mindset is a muscle. Our mind is a muscle. So build it and come with that mindset into this challenge. And as you face the adversities that are going to come at you, come with the mindset of like, I'm ready to grow through it and I want to take action steps. Can we all agree to that? Yeah. I got some nod into the heads here. I got some nod into the phones. I like it. Okay, it's awesome. Okay, so you guys, that's kind of our challenge details. We're 6 weeks. Our recognition night will be a Monday. I'll get to these questions here in a second. So it will be a Monday as we are in our Friday night. I'm actually out of town at a President's Team experience that we qualified for. So we'll be back that Monday. We'll do our recognition night at the club Monday at 6 p.m. before drumming so that you guys can all come and get a killer workout with us. So that is our challenge details. If you guys need questions, post them. Will you send us measurements if you took them so we can submit with the photos? Measurements, they're at the end. So our measurements, so before total inches and total pounds are submitted with your photos at the end. Okay, so when you send in your email at the end, just like we did the last challenge, you send in your collage and your totals. No, if you did the last challenge, so Amber, yep, anyone that did their weigh and measure last week as a final for the last one, you already have your measurements done for the next challenge going in. You can, if you want to send a separate email with just the 3 pictures instead of the collage, that is an extra little bit of accountability for you. If you want to do that, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, your photos are already submitted as well if you did that for the last challenge. Answer those questions. Any other questions before we move on? Yeah? Good? Okay, and feel free if you have questions, ask away. Send me a message or post on the page. So I want to talk quickly just a little bit about our mindset. Okay, so going into this guy, going into this, I want to talk about our winning mindset. So 5 things that you can kind of just get clear on yourself going into this of how you can set yourself up for winning. Sound good? Good? Okay, so number 1, do not rely on your talent. Do not rely on your talent when it comes to taking on a new goal, right? As much as there's certain things that we all really excel at, and we all have certain areas that we're really awesome at, and we can totally master things and come smoothly. We all know it, like those, I don't know, I always knew those girls that they could drink all of the chocolate milk in the world and never seem to put on a pound, right? And then they start to just rely on that. And then all of a sudden their metabolism kicks out and they stop being so active. And now they've got 30 pounds on them. And it's like, well, I don't even know how it happened, right? Because we get used to things that we're just good at. So we often will like lean on that and avoid the discipline part of it. We're really good at it. I'll share with you guys. I have a really great talent. Personally, for me, I'm a very social person and I can talk to a lot of people, but when it comes to my numbers and doing like gauges and like track, I'm not good at that. And so often I'll just like lean on my talent, because over here I'm like flourishing and doing all these great things, but behind the scenes I'm struggling in a certain area and I'm not acknowledging it. So going into this, I don't want you guys to just like, I want you to really excel with what you're good at, but also just acknowledge that there's discipline and work. And if there's something that you're avoiding, if there's something that keeps looping back around that you know you got to tackle, whether it's you're getting your meal prep done, whether it's, checking, making a post, whether it's getting your workouts in all the time, or maybe it's being accountable. Are your partners posting all the time and you're not posting back, right? Because you're good at other things. I'm not good at that, but I'm just not going to do that because I'm not good at it. So I'm just not going to do it. What I really want you guys to know is that by focusing on diversity, focusing on disciplining ourselves and doing the real work, your talents just get even bigger because you broaden your skill set. So I really want you guys to go into this with a winning mindset of like, I'm broadening my skill set. I'm learning new things and I'm getting stronger at them. Number 2, build your passion and perseverance. Okay. So I want you guys to I want you to get better at rebounding from adversity. Okay. I want you to focus on the greater successes, right? My daughter found this bouncy ball this week. And those things are crazy. You know what I mean? Like when you bounce, ding, like they go right back up. I forgot how fast those things move. And then they ping the wrong direction or catch a corner and they're like all over the kitchen. Those things bounce back. That thing bounces back from any curb it hits anytime and it goes anywhere, but it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop going. It doesn't hit the wrong. It doesn't, I went this way instead of that way. I actually want to go that way. Does that make sense? Right? I want you guys to get focused on the passion and perseverance. Find that persistence inside of you. We all got it. We all got it. For anyone that's tried to make their daughter eat broccoli, there is persistence in there. We all have this willpower in certain areas, and we just have to get strong enough in ourselves to put it into action in the areas we avoid. Okay, so build your passion and perseverance this challenge. Focus on the greater successes, not the little short right now successes, the greater successes. Number 3, and I want to raise a hands for this one if you guys have felt this already in your life. I want you guys to seriously focus on generating momentum with small steps. Who here feels like they've got momentum in certain areas in their life? Yeah. Did it come with like one day? Did it happen in one day where like I did this one thing that was like this really big thing and now I have this momentum? Or did it come by being consistent, doing something over and over and over again, that now all of a sudden it just seems to be getting easier and easier to do? Small steps consistently. That train, when a train just starts going, it just starts going. If you guys have ever watched a train yard, those things, and it's a halt. Like that thing's got to work to get started, to get that train moving. But what happens when that train starts moving? It was a chug and a chug, right? As soon as it starts rolling, it is unstoppable. But if you're not willing to do the small steps at the beginning, if all you want is that fast train, you're going to have a real hard time. Like try and go jump on one. There's a lot of pain there. I think that's the best way to give an analogy. Go jump on a moving train. It's not going to feel, you got to be I know people do it, but you got to be that's some serious talent. 90% of us to get into action need to start with those first couple, like that 6 weeks of, I'm just going to do this every day. Small steps, drink more water, eat more vegetables, be more consistent with my food, get more fitness in. It's not going out and be active 6 days a week. You don't got to go out and do everything at once. You just got to do a little bit consistently, and you're going to find that momentum. All right, I don't want to lose my power here. Trust your vision and have faith. Trust in yourself and keep going back to it. Distractions will come. Don't deter from them. Plug back into the group. If you need a pick-me-up, go watch the daily video again. Trust your vision. You know where you're going. You're worthy, you're capable, and you deserve this. And number 5, one of my favorites, take action. Take action. Ultimately, you cannot think your way to a goal. You can think about the goals. You can create intentions that'll get you to the goals. You can think about all the actions that'll create the goals in your life. But without the action, you don't get to the goals. So take action this time, you guys. Get focused. Do the things that you want to do and create that in your life. So that is our winning mindset. A couple things you guys will find on the page is our base plan. So in our albums on the Fit Champs page, there are a couple different base meal plans that you can follow through. Biggest thing is just follow along the page. There's lots of recipes, lots of ideas. You're going to see a lot of us posting some fun things. I'll be posting a couple more recipes this round. For people that are interested in weight loss, I'll go through. Weight loss is 2 shakes a day, 2 healthy snacks, and 1 balanced meal. Why is that something that I personally find super successful? Is the nutrients are super easy to get. And as much as I'd love to say that I have time to cook 6 meals a day, in reality, I don't. So I do meal prep, and I have my supplements to help me along the way. And I'll do them, I'll mix them. You make it fit your life. So for those of you guys that haven't done a one-on-one or want a refresh of a one-on-one, please connect with me or the coach, the person that invited you here. And let's make sure that we get you set up with basically some key steps of what your typical day should look like. Because everybody's different. Everybody's different. Our bodies all need the same macronutrients. Our bodies all still work off all those things, but our lifestyles, our needs, our fitness levels, what we're up to, our careers, our demands, they're all different. And so we want to make sure that you're aware of how healthy living fits into your life. This isn't a quick fix. This is a lifestyle change. And I'm so excited to be on this journey with all of you guys. So that is our call today. We're finishing up 5 minutes early. We will be back on next Monday. So if anyone wants to come off mute and share anything that inspired them from this call, or post in the comments something you got from it. Otherwise, I'll let you guys get to your evenings. Good night. I'll take you all off mute. Where is it here? Da, da, da. Unmute all. There we go. Good night, you guys.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Love it.
Good night.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, amigos.
Bye-bye. Night. Bye. Miss Annabelle. Bye.
Bye.
Good night, Heidi. I see you driving. Good night, you guys.